sister Rose, the prettiest girl in town. Every respectable young man wanted to marry her. She was like the sun, bright, warm, and impossible to look away from.
Toad, come here. Stand next to me.
That's me, Toad. Rose came up with the nickname when we were kids, and now no one even remembers my real name.
Gentlemen, look at this. Can you believe we're sisters? Beauty and the Monster in the same family. What a joke, right?
They all laughed. I did too, because Rose was happy. And when Rose was happy, I felt like maybe, just maybe, everything was okay. Even if I was the joke. Our parents were always so particular about Rose's future. Her husband had to be perfect, handsome, wealthy, and from the best family. They wouldn't settle for less. I hoped they'd find him soon, just so I could see Rose in a beautiful wedding dress. She deserved that much.
Hey, Toad! Guess what? Our parents decided to marry you off to a peg. Better hurry to the barn before your husband gets mad.
She laughed. She always laughed at me. But I didn't mind. Rose was beautiful when she laughed, her smile lighting up the room like sunshine breaking through clouds. If teasing me made her happy, I could live with it. But everything changed one stormy evening. A man, cloaked and mysterious, arrived at our door. Rain dripped from his hat as he stepped into the house and asked to speak to our parents.
I've come on behalf of my master. He seeks a wife, and he has chosen your daughter.
What? Do you think we'd marry Rose off to some madman from the swamp?
Daddy, the forest freak wants me. Even the ugliest creatures worship at my feet.
You must be insane.
Nonsense.
My master wishes to marry your eldest daughter.
Toad?
Toad does the hard work around here. She's no bride.
No way! Who will wash my dirty undergarments? Who will carry me around when I'm tired? And who will I throw stones at when I'm bored?
My master offers 1,000 gold coins for Toad.
1,000 gold coins. Enough to buy a palace or even a small country. Even Rose's highest suitor, an old merchant from a neighboring village, had only offered 250 for her.
Deal.
I stood quietly. My fate had been sold, sealed in the weight of 1,000 gold coins. The last days in my parents' house were a whirlwind of screams and chaos. Rose, furious beyond measure, stormed through the halls, her voice carrying her indignation like thunder. The night before my departure, she cornered me, her eyes ablaze.
Who would pay so much for a pathetic, ugly thing like you? That madman! He must be planning something monstrous! Mark my words, the moment you step into his house, he'll throw a yoke around your neck, tear your clothes, and...
When the moment came, no one from my family came to see me off. I climbed into the cart alone, carrying nothing but the clothes I wore. As the wheels creaked and groaned, I stared back at the house I once called home, fading into the distance. The master's property was deep in the forest. They said a swamp lay nearby, and a river wound through the trees somewhere beyond. But I knew nothing more. The servant dropped me off in the middle of the road and left without a word. The fading sound of the carriage wheels was quickly swallowed by silence. A damp, sour smell filled the air, thick and suffocating. I had no choice but to move forward. Through the tangled trees, I saw it, a gap in the forest, and beyond it, the swamp. The water was still and dark, like a sheet of dirty glass stretched over something unspeakable. A foul fog clung to the ground, carrying the stench of rot and decay. Bare, twisted branches jutted out from the murk, sharp and skeletal, while brittle grass scraped at my legs like needles. Everything there was dead. The air felt heavy, the silence unnaturally deep. No birds, no insects, not a single sound of life. But I had no choice. I had to move on. I stepped into the disgusting sludge with my bare feet, the cold seeping into my skin. The swamp swallowed me whole, pulling me into its stinking, suffocating mud. I sank fast, completely consumed, and no amount of thrashing or struggling could save me. I plunged to the bottom, and that's when I saw them, the brides. An army of young women stood in the murk, frozen in beautiful dresses, their skin pale, their hair trailing like ghostly veils. Pearls and lace clung to their lifeless forms, their eyes hollow and unseeing, all dead. My lungs burned as the bitter corpse water filled them. My strength was gone, my muscles locked in place. Slowly, my body drifted into an empty spot in the row. I was becoming one of them, a bride of the swamp, part of his collection. Through the darkening haze, something glimmered, a faint, tiny sparkle ahead. A fish, the only living soul here. It's okay. Eat my flesh, little fish. Grow big and strong. It's okay. I want to sink in the swampy mire, to feed the fish and still their fire. Their tiny mouths, so soft, so small. Take all I have, I give it all.
Come out! Let's play!
Come out!
Come out, sister!
Come out and let's play!
There she is, boys.
Is that her?
Hello, little sister.
Oh.
Is that you, Toad? Or have we stumbled on a swamp princess?
Yo guys, am I so drunk, or does Toad actually look hot now?
Hotter than Rose, that's for sure. At least this one doesn't yap like she's the queen of the world.
Don't look so scared, sweetheart. We're just here to make sure Rose gets her due.
But damn, Rose didn't say anything about this. Look at all this gold and everything under it.
Yeah, Rose sent us to knock some sense into you and grab that swamp monster's head, but this is way better.
Take it off, princess, all of it. The dress, the gold, and everything else.
Don't make it hard, Toad. Be a good girl and we'll make it quick.
Run, you fool! It's Satan himself!
What's happening? What happened to me? Please, tell me what's going on.
It rejected you.
Rejected? What does it mean?
Look.
Come closer.
It's an evil spirit, the demon of the swamp.
Beautiful girl, take this.
Look, it's still hungry, still calling, still hoping. But you're unfit. I guess it tried to fix you, but even then, not good enough.
It fixed me. I'm sorry, Master.
I'm not your master. You're free. No sickness, no chains, no debts. Take your beauty, take your gold, and leave. Nothing here stays alive for long. The swamp is dead. Walk away, Toad. Don't stop, don't look back.
I was the only girl to escape the swamp. The only one to survive. A mistake. A flaw in the ritual. I should have been happy. Free. Whole. My body healed, my pockets heavy with gold. But my soul was still sinking, trapped in the murky depths of that place. Every girl before me had drowned. Every girl after me would meet the same fate. The swamp had not stopped calling. The dead still waited beneath the water, their lifeless hands reaching for the next bride to take my place. And while I wandered from village to village, life moved on. But the thought gnawed at me. How often did it happen? Once a month? A week? A day? How many had there been before me? How many more to come? I tried to forget. I told myself it wasn't my place, that I was just a girl, and what could I possibly do? But I couldn't look away. I couldn't pretend I didn't know. I needed to understand. So I searched, followed whispers, bought secrets with gold I had no use for. I spoke in hushed tones in dark corners, asked questions no one wanted to answer. I listened to old wives' tales, to frightened murmurs over tankards of ale. I heard you know someone who knows everything about the swamp. And I found it. I seek answers.
Reveal yourself. I see. You didn't come here for beauty or wealth. That's a surprise. But Lord, I hope this ain't about a man.
I survived the swamp.
You don't know what you're saying, child.
I do. I saw them. The brides. I was down there with them. The swamp threw me out, said I wasn't good enough. I was sick. I was ugly, and it rejected me. I came here because you're the only one who knows what's wrong with the swamp. Please, someone has to do something.
Child, you speak like you just uncovered some great cruelty in this world. Like you the first to see something that ain't right. But listen to me now. You are small, and the world is vast. Everything in it plays its part. You don't weep for the tree that falls to the storm, nor do you curse the storm for knocking it down. You don't hate the wolf for hunting the rabbit, Nor do you pity the rabbit for being caught. It simply is.
It's not the same.
No? Then tell me, Toad. What is the swamp?
I came to find out.
A long time ago, child, that place was not what you saw. It was alive. The waters were clear. The earth was soft. The air was rich with song. A land of green, of bloom, of endless life. More than beauty, that place had power. The waters could mend bones. The soil could cure sickness. The air itself could ease a soul in pain. A place where nothing suffered long. Where the wounded could heal just by touching the land. It was a gift, a refuge. And it had a keeper. A boy, just a little child, but the land was his to tend.
My master?
So it is about a man. He gave everything to make it flourish, poured his soul into the land, nurtured every blade of grass, every drop of water, every creature that called it home. But tell me, child, you ever seen something that good stay good forever?
No.
Because something hungry always comes for it. A demon came knocking, and that paradise, it didn't stand a chance. Your master, he didn't know how to fight. He never learned. He wasn't a warrior, he was a baby. And when that demon came, he fell.
What happened to him?
The land, the life, the light, all of it, gone. The waters turned black. The earth rotted, the air choked with death. And your master, he was bound in chains. The healer became the prisoner. And the swamp, it became a graveyard. Everything he built was twisted, turned into something hungry. And the only way to keep that demon fed was to give it exactly what it wanted.
Well, what happens if he stops?
He was kind to you, wasn't he?
Is he dead?
Does it matter? He's a monster, ain't he? Just another wicked man throwing girls to the dark. Why do you care, baby?
Master! For the first time, I truly saw him. Towering, bound, scarred. And he was still. No longer breathing. No longer alive. Turned to stone. He had fought. He had rebelled. He fed the swamp something it could not stomach. Not a perfect golden bride, but me, a sickly, ugly village girl with nothing to offer. And for that, it took his life in return. I wasn't the mistake. I was the weapon. It had been his plan from the very start. That's why he chose me, not to serve him, but to end it, to starve the demon, to break the cycle. But it wasn't dead yet. It writhed, shuddering, trembling, starving. It called, weak and desperate. From the water, pale hands reached, brides, puppets, their bodies jerking like broken dolls on invisible strings. But I wasn't afraid of them anymore. They were nothing but the last tricks of a dying thing. The demon thrashed, rotting and hollow, clinging to the last scraps of life it had left. And I stood there, watching it wither, watching it fade, watching it die.
It's been days. Let's make a deal.
I don't need your gold, and you have nothing else to offer.
Put your ear to his chest.
Master, he's alive.
He's dying with me.
What's the deal? I agree. Whatever it is, I agree.
You want me to leave, but I can't. I'm weak. I need to eat. Feed me, and I'll go. He will be free.
One last time.
One last time.
Deal.
Take me! I'm your last feeding!
Disgusting. Unfit.
You're dying. You have no choice. Take what you can before...
So the rumors are true! My ugly sister, draped in gold, more beautiful than all. There's been a mistake! No way he wanted you! It should be me in silk and jewels, me wrapped in gold! Where is he? I'll talk sense into him. He'll understand what real beauty is, and you, take it off! All of it! It's mine now! My gold!
It was never about beauty. The demon is greedy, selfish, cruel, and that's what it wants. That's what it feeds on. Greed.
What do you want, Disney? What do you want? You want?
Golden silk, a sister's plea, drowned beneath the willow tree. Greedy hand